Do you know that no matter what you're looking for, a new job, sales for your company, partnerships, other opportunities, I'll guarantee you that you already know the people who can help you. It's a question of you understanding your network and mapping the people that you know so that you know who to speak with to get the help or assistance that you need. So this is what we're going to talk about today. We'll be talking about how to map your professional network. I'm Frederik. I've been building businesses and people successfully for almost 25 years now. This channel is for you and for everybody who wants to grow stronger in every aspect of their professional life. Make sure that you subscribe if you haven't done so already, and stick with me and I will tell you how you can map your professional network and get to exactly where you want to be. Bam! Mapping your network is actually the easy part. Of course, it takes some time and I'll show you exactly how to do it. Before you begin though, there's some things that you need to understand. First of all, you need to know what you want from your network. If you just reach out to them mindlessly with A, B, and C requests, they will not, maybe they will respond the first time, but after that they won't respond to you anymore. So you have to make sure that you know exactly what you want to achieve with this. As I said, this could be sales, it could be you're looking for a new job, you're looking for partnerships for your company, but you need to be specific and you need to be very, very clear about what it is that you want to use your network for. Furthermore, when you reach out to your network, a very important thing is do not ask them to think. Don't spread out a line and just hope that they will understand what it is that you need. You need to be specific. You need to be elaborate on what it is that you want from them. You have to be sure that when you reach out, when you ask your network for their time, then you have to be specific. You have to say, this is exactly what I want your help with. This is what I expect out of it. And here's some help on how to do it. So once you know what it is that you want from your network, once you know how to describe that very specifically, you need to look at yourself. Because to me, it's actually not the people you know. It's the people who know you and who know what you stand for. So when you reach out to people, if you expect them to endorse you, to help you in any way, they need to know what you stand for, what your values are, what your perspectives is, what you can offer the network of your network. So you have to build your own brand. You have to understand who are you as a person and how is it that you can help your network. Because I don't believe that you can just build a network and reach out to them and ask for help. You have to help them first. You have to be there for your network. Don't think about building a network just because you want to utilize it. You need to build a network because you want to be with like-minded people and because you feel that you have something valuable to give these people in your network. So before even thinking of utilizing a network, think of what can you do for your network? How can you help them stand out? How can you help them move on? Build a brand around that so that everybody in your network, they know this is Frederik and he helps people with this and he knows about that. And whenever people ask you, reply back. Respect people who reach out to you. Give them everything that you can. Help them to any extent that's possible. That will build your brand. So the very day that you know this is what I need from my network, they'll be there for you. All right, enough about what to do with your network. You need to map it, because if you haven't mapped it, then you don't know who you know and you don't know how they can help you in the future. First of all, you need to build a network. You need to get a gross list of each and every person that you know in your life. And that's a lot, most probably. And it takes some time. If you want to grow, if you want to move on in your life or with your company, this is time well invested. Trust me. Where do you get this information about your network from? You have it already, for sure. You have it in your contacts list in your phone. You have it on social media, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat, whatever you use. And of course, you have it on LinkedIn. And I'm sure you also have a big folder with all your business cards, maybe from many, many years. So these are the areas where you can get the actual gross list of the people that you know you have in your network. So lay them out physically, digitally in front of you, each and every one of them. No one is too big or too small for this exercise. You need to have a complete gross list. Once you have your gross list, it's time for you to map it. And mapping it is basically taking each and every individual and mapping them according to 3 or 4 or 5 different factors. Normally I use 5 different areas to map the network that I have. And let me show you how it works. I normally draw a big circle on a very large piece of paper, a 0 or a 1, because there's going to be a lot of people. So I draw a circle, and this circle I divide into 4 areas. And the first area is an area that I call friends. I have an area that I call business partners. There's an area that is called work colleagues. And then there is an area you can call clubs, organizations, whatever you do in your free time, in your spare time. And I also do have a 5th element, which is people that to be honest, I forgot why they're in my network. Maybe I just said yes to a LinkedIn invitation without knowing why. And these people, obviously, I may be connected to them, but they're not in my network because I do not know what they stand for and I do not know how I can help them. So whenever I encounter one of these in the list, then I will put them in this box, the unknown. Back to the circle. So what I do is I take from the very beginning of my list each and every person. And it's important here that I remember to include the name of the company where they work. I look at the person and I say, would I mostly classify this as a friend? Is it a business partner? Is it a person that I know from work or a person that I know from outside work? And depending on this, I will place that person in the circle. And again, depending on the closeness of that person to me, I will place them in the inner circle if they are close people to me, in the mid circle if they are relatively close, or if they're distant network members, then I will put them in the outer ring of the circle. And this takes some time, yes. And I will guarantee you, if you know what you want to use your networks for before this exercise, if you know how you want to build your own brand, if you know how you want to give value back to your network, when you start to mapping the people that you know into this network, everything will make sense. You see, oh, I forgot I knew him. Or what about her? All of these things will come to you and you will see how each and every one will be able to help you towards what it is that you want. And about now, you should have spent it. It takes probably a day or so to do this if you have a lot of people in your network. But when you're done, you'll start to have an idea of how many people you actually know and how you know them. And because you've made a plan or a target, this is what I want to do with my network, then you'll be ready to know exactly what people should you contact. And you should also have an idea of what is the message that I should give to these people. And now, when you start reaching out to people, just let me tell you one thing. Do not be a cheapskate. Respect the people's time. If you feel you want to disturb anybody in your network with a message from you, make sure it's worthwhile for them to read it, to respond it. Don't just give them to whom it may concern. Just don't give them a standardized email. These people are not stupid. They're in your network, so they respect you. Show them the same respect. If you reach out to them, make sure that you know exactly what you want to say. Do your research beforehand. If it's people that are in the periphery of your network, do some research. Make sure that when you reach out to them, you reach into things that is relevant for them, so that when your request comes, it is somewhat relevant, or it makes sense for them why you would ask them about this. Spend that time. Use the emails and LinkedIn. Show people that you are investing time and energy, maybe even money, in reaching out to them asking for help. This will get you the help that you expect, that you hope to get in return. I would not say it's a simple exercise, but it's an exercise that when you do it, you will start to understand the power of the network that you do have today. You will start to understand that the things that you need to chase to get that next sale, to get that next job, whatever, are actually within your reach to grab. You have them here now. You need to understand who you know, and you need to understand why you want their help and how they can help you. This requires the plan, and it requires that you have built trust to your network by helping them, by explaining to them what you stand for, how you can help them, what value you will bring to this network. Don't just make your network and then jump into it and ask for services. Take your time. It takes time to build a brand. It takes time to build trust. But if you never start, you never get anywhere. Go build your network. And I'll give you more examples in coming videos on how you can actually utilize this network to map your dream job or map your dream customers. But for now, I hope you enjoyed this one. Give me the big like if you did. Make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. If you're already a subscriber, thank you so much. Make sure that the little bell is turned on so that you get a notification every time I make a new video. Thank you very much for watching. Feel free to reach out to me if you want me to be part of your professional network. And just give me one line of why it is that you want me to be part of your network and maybe how I can help you. I'd be happy to. Thanks for watching. See you next time.